1. Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask if your country is your country. Ask if your country belongs to your country folk. Ask if your country addicted to blood. Ask if your country addicted to forgetting. Ask if your country an oil and power fiend. Ask if your country shake at night, starving for bodies. If bodies mean your country get to keep on being your country in the same old way. Ask if your country is built on stolen land and stolen breath. Ask if democracy is a chain tight as skin around your neck. Ask if your comfort means that elsewhere some want a country that treat my mama right. I want a land where my sister can be free. I want a country that don't look at me and my man and think about where and how we should burn. I want a nation under a kinder God. I want justice, the verb, not justice, the dream. I want what was promised to me. I want 40 acres and a vote that matters. I want no more prisons and a mule. I want all lives to actually matter. I want to be over race, but race ain't over me. I want peace. I want equity. I want guns melted into a mosque or a church or a place for us to pray. And I want to stop praying for my country to be mine, for it to put the gun down, to take the bomb back. 5, hope is hard, but I have it. I look at my students' hands and imagine all that they will mother. Christ, oh name I was raised to pray to. Oh Allah, sweet Lord of my father. Oh, all you gods of the homies and all the gods of strangers, work together. Build us into tools to build anything other than this world. Make us so that we may make us a world we can be grateful for and not grateful in spite of. Let us not be idle or stunned by fear. Let us not be so comfortable that we ignore another's grieving instead of ending what makes her grieve. Let us not be scared of the work because it's hard. Let us move the mountain because the mountain must be moved. Let us, O Lords above us and within, let us be useful to our neighbors and tender their wounds. Let us be more bandage than blade unless the blade is needed. Let us be a sword against whatever does not bring us closer to home. Let us be dangerous to all that has failed us and bring us a world that is good to us. All of us, all us, all us. Amen.
This is a poem, I guess, that reflects living in Newark, but I guess living in any ghetto. It's called Dope. Ray light, morning, fire, lynchette. Yes, the pain in dreams comes again. Race pain, people are people everywhere. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Are people, yes, people, every people, most people, yeah, most people in pain. Yes, the pain and pain today. Oh, wow, it must be the devil. Oh wow, it must be the devil. It must be the devil. It must be the devil. Oh wow, yeah, devil. Oh wow, must be the devil. Must be the devil. Must is be the devil. It can't be Rockefeller. It can't be him, no Lord. It can't be DuPont, no Lord. Can't be no Lord, no way, NASA, no way, Jose. Can't be them rich folks. They's good to us. 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 I know that Master told me so. I see it on Channel 7. I see it on Channel 9. I see it on Channel 4 and 2 and 5. The rich folks good to us, poor folks ain't shit. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Oh wow, everything gonna be different after we die. We ain't gonna be hungry, ain't gonna be pain, ain't gonna be suffering, won't go through this again after we die. After we die, oh wow. After we die, it's all gonna be good. Have all the money we need after we die. Have all the food we need after we die. Have a nice house like the rich folks after we die. After we die, we can live like Reverend Ike after we die. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Must be the devil. It ain't capitalism. It ain't capitalism. It ain't capitalism. No, it ain't that. Jimmy Carter wouldn't lie. Life's unfair, but it ain't capitalism. Must be the devil. Oh wow, it ain't the police. Jimmy Carter wouldn't lie. You know Rosalind wouldn't, or Lillian. His drunken racist brother ain't no reflection on Jimmy. Must be the devil got him, I tell you. The devil killed Malcolm and Dr. King too. Even killed both Kennedys and Pablo Neruda. Overthrew Allende's government. Killed Lumumba and is negotiating with Stephen Fetchit. Sleeping, eating Birmingham over there in Salisbury. Going under the name of Ian Smith. Must be the devil. It can't be Vorster. It can't be apartheid. It can't be imperialism. Jimmy Carter wouldn't lie. Then you hear him saying his State of the Union message. I swear on Rosalind's face-lifted Catatonia, I wouldn't lie. Nixon lied. Haldeman lied. Dean lied. Hoover lied. Hoover sucked too, but Jimmy don't. Jimmy wouldn't. Jimmy ain't lying. It must be the devil. It must be the devil. Put your money on the plate. It must be the devil. In heaven we'll all be straight. It can't be Rockefeller. He gave Amos Poot Booty a scholarship to Behavior Modification University, and Genevieve Almost Right works for his foundation. It must be niggers. It can't be Mellon. He gave Winky Suckass a fellowship in his bank. Put him in charge of closing out mortgages in the low-life Pittsburgh Hill nigger section. It can't be him. Yes, sir. 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 Put your money in the plate. Don't be late. Don't have to wait. You're going to be in heaven after you die. You're going to get all you need once you're gone. Yes, sir. I heard it on the Jeffersons. I heard it on the Rookies. I swallowed it whole on Roots. Wasn't it nice? Wasn't it nice? Slavery was so cool, and all you had to do was wear derbies and vests and train chickens and buy your way free if you had a mind to. Must be the devil. It wasn't the white folks, them lazy niggas chain theyself and threw their own black asses in the bottom of the boats. Well, now that you mention it, there was a certain king ass black Uwasi that helped throw your ass in the bottom of the boat, your mama, your wife, and you never see them no more. It must have been the devil. Give me your money. Put your money in this plate. Heaven will be here soon. You just gotta die. Just gotta stop living. Close your eyes, stop breathing, and bam-o, heaven be here. You have all of what you need. Bam-o, all of a sudden, heaven be here. You have all of what you need. That assembly line you work on will dissolve in thin air. Oh, wow, wow. Oh, wow, wow. Just gotta die. Just gotta die. This old world ain't nothing. Must be the devil got you thinking so. It can't be Rockefeller. It can't be Morgan. It can't be capitalism. It can't be national oppression. Oh, wow, no way. Now, go back to work and cool it. Go back to work and lay back just a little while longer till you pass. It's all gonna be all right. Once you're gone, give me that last bit of silver you got stashed there, sister. Give me the dust now, brother man. It'll be okay on the other side. Your soul be clean, be washed pure white. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, wow. Now go back to work. Go to sleep. Yes, go to sleep. Go back to work. Yes. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Yes. Yes. Amen.
A lesson in British imperialism. That which is sexual is savage. 1861, Section 377 of the Indian Penal Code criminalizes all carnal acts against the order of nature, including homosexual sex acts. 2009, the Supreme Court rules Section 377 unconstitutional, and my people stay full of wonder. 2013, Section 377 is reinstated and monsoons erupt all over the country. 8,348 miles away, I read the news in my dorm room bed. I hold the shattered remains of a world in my cup. 2 weeks later, I am back in my parents' house. The entire thing is a closet. I am a master of illusion, false smile, false laugh, false daughter, but it is overwhelming to remember that I am still a mistake, a tired secret. I can't tell my parents about this girl I know and how beautiful her lips are, so instead I whisper it into my pillow over and over. I can't explain to my mother that her casual homophobia is ripping holes in all of my sweaters, and I am always shivering. I find myself upset in the shower, hissing at the faucet. Thank you for making me foreign, for making me supernatural, for making me hate the way my tongue fits in my mouth. I watch my mother laughing on the phone with her mother. I picture myself coming out and my parents' heartbreak flooding all of India. This is a powerful sorcery. One, I am not ready for. My parents are not ready for. All the mystic in my womanhood don't understand this combat boot-fueled rage and desire to shave my head. How I break daily, come out again and again. My people have been turned dirty. Animals whose desires are carnal, unnatural, degenerate. My people are carrying the burden of 200 years of colonial thinking. Watch how quickly the Supreme Court can make an alien of you. Watch how they light your skin on fire and call your attempts to breathe inhuman. They so easily forget that your love is an offering from the gods, is clean water. My parents so easily assume I must be straight. Don't understand how just like my ancestors, I love freely. My people people are magic, know how to fold into their skin and hold themselves up, know how to fit somewhere they are not welcome, learn how little their humanity is worth, and still love so fiercely. 2014. I dream constantly of the enchantments that make home in a woman's mouth. My dreams are never in sound. Silence is not shame or an apology. A sanctuary is built in moments of quiet. I know how to pick my battles and accept this body, my people. We accept these bodies and celebrate them in all their wounded glory.
Levitating over the globe, I breathe a broken star. Shattered over a tenebristic world below, I be an atheist god. My self-hate is stronger than a speeding locomotive. I've seen souls leap from project buildings in a single drop because who fears suicide when your home looks a lot like hell, and hell, who's gonna save you? I know. It's gonna have to be me. It's gonna have to be some type of black Superman. Someone to reshape the Statue of Liberty into Coretta Scott, play all sports at all time, go down as one of the greatest of all time, because we black people, you don't have to worry about dying. It's only the symbols that get shot. And it's hard to be faster than a speeding bullet when they're designed to seek out your melanin. And justice never seems to lead with my skin, because it's easy to be a hero when you fly high on courts and move fast and feel, because America likes to move you through courts and hang you high over fields. You try to be a messiah, you'll find your church under fire. Watch the media turn your Martin Luther into Lex Luthor. And it's hard to build new heroes when crooked ideals, what they base their life upon, when their moral high down looks like a burnt down Gotham. This S stands for streets. This S stands for struggle, stands for stolen, stands for sun suffocating so severely something snaps. This ain't no red cape I got on my back. This is a blanket smothered in the blood of black children. I have tried to be there when the world was in its lowest lane, and every time they end my time, I had a dream once. Left it splattered on a balcony. That moment when you don't know if this piece is about black Superman or MLK's ghost. The answer is both, because whenever there's a black hero, the outcome is Malcolm. X marks the spot where you get shot. Do you know what they call a black man who wears a costume? A nigga. Do you know what they call a black man who tries to change things? A dead nigga. Be careful if you want to be Superman. They will put you in a crypt tonight. And your soul will be others who die for your cause, and they will float, levitating over the globe. You'll be broken stars. I'd be an atheist god, because it's death to believe the Jew to be black and a savior. So I ask myself, can I be a martyr? Wear the mask of Martin that attracts bullets like magnetism. Can I sacrifice, be cast as Christ, only to get praised in my afterlife? Because I know longevity has its place, but let me tell you, to know death is certain, and still be willing to step in front of the target to free my people from hardship. This is what we do. This is how our heroes are made, so I choose death. Because if the alternative is silence, that ain't living.
The book, titled Adulterated, chronicles the love affair between Adama and Ahmad in the riot-filled streets of Baltimore City. This Amazon bestseller tells a thrilling tale of a whirlwind romance, wrought with social and political drama. Adulterated is now available on Amazon.com. Sex, love, scandal, Adulterated. Get it now on Amazon.com.
The J.R. Wood Group of Senior Life Insurance Company offers final expense life insurance coverage for individuals from ages 0 to 85 to apply for coverage. No medical exam, no physical exam, no blood work. Apply by phone or schedule an in-home consultation. We provide products to fit your needs in your budget. Just call the J.R. Wood Group today, and remember, we've got you covered. The J.R. Wood Group, 1-800-971-8028. The J.R. Wood Group, 1-800-971-8028.
Singing that out.
Back by popular demand. Nobody asked me, but I'm here anyway.
By popular demand.
Hey, what's up, Deniero?
What's up?
How you doing?
I'm alright. I had to think about it for a minute.
Oh my gosh, put that Beyonce back. I have to have Beyonce to start my day all day, every day. Anyway, alright, so the theme for this month and this season is scary ghost stories. It's scary ghost stories. So, like, what is the scariest moment you ever had doing an open mic?
During an open mic,
Yeah.
this one time I forgot my poem, and then like this was like the first time I ever could not remember the poem or catch myself, and so this is me. And then I look like, I wish you could physically see me, but like my eyes like bulge, and then eventually they roll up into the air because I'm just like, oh God, where'd I lose that poem at? And then I'm just like, oh. Like,
somebody told me once that the poems ain't up in the sky.
Whoa.
Stop looking up. I don't know. I felt some type of way about
that's
it.
why I keep my poems, because I know no one's gonna look for them up there.
I definitely felt some type of way about it though. Because like I was like, wait, but like if that's how I think about stuff, that's how I think about stuff.
That stuff is in the air.
There's stuff in the air. I'm an air poet. I can't help it. Well, I'm a water poet and an air poet, which I will explain later for everybody who don't know that. So I'm waiting for everybody to call in and tell us their ghost writing stories. Poetry, ghost writing stories. See what I did there?
Yeah.
It's very clever.
Ghost writing stories. Clever. But it's like a mecha clever, so I'm not going to do anything about it.
Wow.
Wait, that's supposed to be like it's actually corny and then nobody really cares about it.
Man.
Alright, so my scariest poetry moment. Man, oh man. I have to say that it was only when I started hosting. And like when you hosting, you kind of in control of what people do, and you have to be responsible for what people do. So once upon a time, there was I don't know if I should say this. I'm not gonna name any names, but if they get mad, I mean, it's just not my business.
No shade, no shade.
No shade. But yeah. So I hired someone to spotlight, and they got high during their performance. They got high before their performance, and they went upstairs to get a tattoo, and while everybody else was performing. So I'm like kind of like, oh my God, what are you doing? That's kind of, I was like, oh my God, what is this person doing? Like, are you okay? Did you not want to be here today? Is this not your day to do poems?
No.
So he comes back down, and he messes up his first piece, and then he only does and then he only does one full piece afterwards, which is like my pride and joy, my cell.
You ever seen that? You know the Jetsons?
Yeah.
Of course you know the Jetsons. Remember the boss? You're fired, Jetson.
Yeah. So that's kind of how I wanted to be at the time, but it just wasn't flying. It just wasn't going to happen. I can't fire people. It just don't. Well, I mean, I couldn't fire them at the time anyway. So it's like it was happening right then and there. And they were acting crazy. I'm like, you good? Are you good? Are you good? No, everybody's good. Okay, cool. So, yeah. We're going to go back on break. And we're waiting for everybody. Oh, actually, we have some people. Hello?
Wow.
Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Hi.
Welcome to SoapBOX.
My name is Seamus O'Toole.
Oh, cool.
I heard you wanted someone to call with the craziest open mic stories that they have.
Oh, my God.
Oh.
Oh, my God. Okay. What's up? How are you? How are you
Crazy
feeling?
open mic story. I'm good. I just had a wee drink of a shot. And a sip of the scotch. As of now, I'm sitting down and I'm watching Jessica Jones. So, I've got an open mic story for you. Raise your hairs and make your shit ice.
Okay.
I know, I'm what you have with the most. So
Hi, what's up, Black Chakra?
Hey, McFoley.
Oh my God, so irky.
Oh my God.
I was wondering if this was going to be a whole thing or if you were just going to stop playing.
I got the giggles. I couldn't stop laughing. I had to stop.
I bet you said, this a grown man said, I got the giggles. Yeah, so what's up, Black Chakra?
Okay, so over my years, which is a lot of because Black Chakra is old. I have seen many crazy things at open mics that would scare the best of you. So when you ask me for the scariest open mic stories I got, man, I'll give a special shout out to the open mic where this dude who couldn't speak Spanish said he was going to do a poem in Spanish. Because that was the most horrifying moment of my life. Also, give a shout out to that open mic where dude was performing Adele and started stripping.
No.
Oh my God.
That's not a real thing.
That happened, yo. I can't make these stories up.
That's serious.
Are you
I was
sure?
there. I lived this.
Oh my God.
The scariest thing I've ever seen in the most. I'm like, special shout out to that one guy who brought in a songs of his homeboys and just stood on stage and let them play. He's like, yeah, y'all like that? Yeah, those my mans. That was the dumbest thing I'd ever seen in my life.
That's scary.
So the winner, however, goes to there was this open mic at BCCC. I would say it was back 2010, maybe 2011. A young lady poet had just passed away, and the open mic, they had the open mic every month, but she was a frequenter of the open mic scene, especially the college open mic scene, and many of her friends were in the room at the current time. So a lot of people are going up because she, her and her partner, she was with a poetry duo. Her and her partner would write these dope-ass, amazing pieces, like lyrical masterpieces, and they were known for going off and shit like that. So you was either in there getting honor to her or going off. Like, I did a piece where I went off, and then I did, like, this piece about the passing of a poet in her honor, because she was cool people and she was a real dope poet. And that's, like, the theme of the night. Then, these two niggas get up. They sweatshirts say swag, swag, swag.
Oh my God.
Wait, clap, 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 or clack, clack, clack?
Swag, swag, swag.
Swag. Okay, never mind. Swag, swag, swag. All right, got you.
Where did you get that?
I can't hear. Okay.
These niggas go, yeah, yo, rest in peace to Shorty, yo. And then they turned on this swag rap beat and was like, and did some song about swagging on a bitch.
Oh no.
Oh my God.
I said, y'all gonna do a song called Swagging on a Bitch? After you said R.I.P. Shorty? So bad. Like, I thought they were gonna get murdered. Like, motherfuckers was in the front row. They was like, we didn't come to see the shit. What the fuck is this? It was so crazy.
People don't understand cohesiveness. Like, if somebody put a poem about some sad stuff, don't put a poem about how you don't care about their sad stuff. And then that's just disrespectful.
They start spitting that shit, and people with singers in the city, niggas don't go fuck in the city. Niggas was like, yo, shut this shit off, yo.
Yo.
You niggas is whack. This shit garbage.
Hey, yo.
And most of this is coming from a girl.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Oh, my gosh.
It was the roughest shit I've ever seen in my life. And then they get on stage. Yo, I'm not making this up. I'm not making this up. I swear to God on my grandmother's grave. These niggas got off stage and was like, man, he never coming back here. Y'all rude as shit.
That's messed up.
Them niggas called them rude after y'all come to a memorial show and talking to the song about swagging on
so
the
the whole show was themed as a memorial show. Okay.
Baltimore for you.
That's even worse. That's even worse.
Oh my God.
That was the most horrifying thing I've ever seen in an open mic.
I mean, they tried. They said, hey, yo, rest in peace. I mean, that's
do better.
I mean, honestly, how much do you expect from hood niggas nowadays? They at least they offered their condolences.
They don't care.
It's like, no, let me stop.
You saying, hey, well, at least them niggas said sorry.
At least them niggas said sorry.
At least.
I mean, it's not like my ghost story. At least them niggas tried. Like the person that messed up my open mic didn't even try. Like
you ain't never lie. You ain't never lie. I was there that day. That nigga,
yeah.
But yeah. Also, I got a question for Deniero Black.
Oh,
okay.
What's the wait? Can you okay? What's the question for Deniero Black? What's good?
When the CD coming out, Sword?
Yo. All right, I got y'all. 2017, February 31st. Wait for the date, you know.
Oh,
Y'all see it.
I've heard this before.
September 31st.
I
You said
said
February 31st because it doesn't exist.
There isn't September 31st either. Y'all
Oh,
forget.
man.
Oh.
Now the whole
Damn,
joke is
yo.
ruined.
But
Now
you
everything
Said
is
we gonna have to wait a leap year till the CD come out. I feel you, son.
Yes, that's my CDO. On a leap year. That's the only time y'all deserve it.
I want that shit, son. All right, y'all. Peace out, yo. I'm gonna go back to scratching my ass and watching Jessica Jones.
All right,
All right,
yo.
all right.
We'll
Thank
see
And from all of my friends in Ireland, we say good morning to you.
Please stop.
This morning over there.
I don't understand. All right, see you on the black side, Black Chakra.
That's the only side I feel.
Yeah.
All right, bro. All right, so that was Black Chakra. It was a shout out to him. We're gonna go back on break and come back with more ghost stories, more poetry ghost stories, and see you soon. This is SoapBOX Poetry Radio. Speak outside the box.
The first day I realized I was black. It was 2000. We had just learned about blacks for the first time in second grade. At recess, all the white kids chased me into the wood chanting slave. My mother said I refused to come out for 3 hours. Said she thinks I was lost in the trees, but I just needed to be closer to my roots.
As a woman, having a boyfriend is a battle. If 70% of us are abused in a lifetime, what is the number of men doing it? The answer is not one man running faster than light to complete a mission, and that is what leaves me sick.
The second day I realized I was black was in a gas station. I only had 25 cents, so I searched what to spend it on. The cashier floated from aisle to aisle, eyes fixed on my hands. That was the first time I realized skin color was a crime.
My body has become calls to write legislation, calls for ass smacks in the back of a class. My body has demanded everything except respect. I've been asked, what makes you feel unsafe? And I struggle not to yell.
Everything. The third day I realized I was black was in an all-white cafeteria. I gathered my legs under me, made rockets on my feet, and approached a girl. She told me she was not into my type of guy. I felt the words, shoot daggers into my melanin. I have never wanted to disappear so bad.
As a woman, I've learned to answer to everything except my name. Little lady is not said to mean equal, but to make sure I remember my place, I battle between wanting to own my body and accepting there's a 1 in 4 chance a man will lay claim to my skin, a plot of land for the taking.
The last day I realized I was black was in an elevator in California. To the white woman that told me she knows what it feels like to be black because she grew up poor, I would tell you to think before you speak, but your mind has got to be bacteria infected. And any filter through that labyrinth of nothingness might be worse than no thought at all.
There's a group of women going around the room sharing their personal definition of feminism. He is the only man in the room, and all of a sudden, the tone switches to destroying the patriarchy by annihilating all men.
Do you know what it feels like to be black? To pop lock your way in and out of hugs, it is not a problem you want to sympathize. But to tell me you know my pain is to stab yourself in the leg because you saw me get shot. We have 2 different wounds, and looking at yours does nothing to heal mine.
Never will I turn away an ally.
But when a man speaks on my behalf, that only proves my point.
Movements are driven by passion, not by asserting yourself dominant by a world that already put you there. You speak to no pain, you only fathom because we told you it was there. You know nothing of silence until someone who cannot know your pain tells you how to fix it. Every day is a crucifixion when there is no regards for lines crossed.
I fight so my voice can be heard. I fight for the voices you silence, all in the name of what is right.
The problem is you assume this struggle is attached to a social class. I am black and bold and beautiful by nature. Ain't no income that can change that.
The problem with speaking up for each other
is that everyone is left
without a voice.
So, when I was 10, I had this friend that we looked up to a lot, but whenever we were around each other, we did the dumbest shit and always got caught. I remember once him trying to dive out my bathroom window because my mom was going to whoop his ass. I was on the outside, so all I saw was his terrified face as she pulled him in and away from me. I haven't seen him in 20 years. You and he have the same color hair. When I was 15, I was seeing this girl and my father had forbidden me from being with her, so I called her and she said, I'll leave my front door unlocked. I said, I'll be there just as soon as my father leaves for his 11 o'clock, 12-hour third shift. And as I was making my way across town, a policewoman stopped me to see where I was supposed to be. I gave my girlfriend's address as my own, and I watched as that tough-as-nails officer turned mother figure right in front of my eyes and gave me a ride the rest of the way. My first booty call had a police escort. It's a true story. You and that cop have the same sweet face. I swear it's a compliment. When I was 13, my mom was dying, waiting to be unplugged like a broken TV set. All the color and pictures that once filled her now gone. She couldn't move. And all I could do is stare at her purple swollen body through double-paned Loyola ICU glass. A nurse noticed my anguish and said, "Hey, kid, let me show you something I bet you don't know. Today, at sunset, your mom's going to make the entire city of Chicago turn gold." I followed him to the 6th floor of Stairwell 9. We could see the entire skyline. He said, "Close your eyes. Think of your favorite memory with your mother." And as I did, the sun sank behind us in the west. And when I opened my eyes, the city glowed like a jagged golden moon. And I knew my mom made it for me, at least on that day. Walking back to the waiting room, we had made our impromptu home. I noticed the chapel. Then ducked inside. Seeing no one, I began to pray out loud. I prayed as loud and as hard as a 13-year-old can. That's way harder than any adult can. I tried to tell God all the reasons I should be able to keep my mother. You can't rationalize with God. I begged God to let me keep her. God doesn't like beggars. Leaving, I saw the same nurse in the back pew, still smiling. You and the nurse have the same smile. I haven't prayed much since that day, but for some reason I like unanswered prayers. You are an unanswered prayer, silent, unspoken, personal wish. Some sunsets come at midnight, others come at noon, and some give cities a golden heaven sent hue. That's what they're supposed to do. You are all sunsets.
Every day in high school, Kiwan would scoop dunk as many people as he could find. I've seen him scoop dunk 3 teachers, 1 principal, and every... Wait, I'm sorry. Do you know what that is, sir? I heard you react immediately, and you're the only one. There was one person who was like, "Yeah, he did." All the time, every time. Scoop dunk. You don't even know what that means. It could be, "Oh, scoop dunking." All right, okay. Guys, it's a sad poem. Jeez. Every day in high school, Kiwan, I'm starting from the beginning. Scoop dunk as many people as he could find. Yeah, he did. I've seen him scoop dunk 3 teachers, 1 principal, and every student from freshman to senior, that's senior year. A scoop dunk is the act of lifting one's boobie, only to slap it down again, sending that boobie's human into a fit of rage and shame and embarrassment. The only way to protect yourself is to be aware of everything all the time forever. I caught him waiting on me under bushes, behind corners, under urinals. He got me in a movie theater I wasn't aware he was in. I used to watch as he would reach past newcomers' vulnerable handshakes and into the unsuspecting crescent of underbreast, like a blade in the night. Scoop dunk! Scoop dunk! Scoop dunk, flappy titty, up and down, scoop dunk! I hated him. He did this so often we got used to it. So often we would warn people before they met him, "Yo, Kiwan's gonna like..." He's gonna touch, you gotta punch him in the face. You gotta punch him in the face and he'll leave you alone. I'd do it for you, but I can't go everywhere with you. He'll find you eventually. Kiwan got punched in the face a lot too. Like a whole lot of variety of punch. After a while, he got so good at touching boobs and dodging punches, he started to look like some sort of weird Shaolin monk. No one could stop him. He got arrested and he scoop dunked his way in and out of Cook County Correctional Facility. He managed to come out prison swole like Debo from Friday. Like I said, no one could stop him. Kiwan scoop dunked his mother. I shouldn't have, maybe I... You know when you can't, like, I already said it. Kiwan scoop dunked his parole officer. Life wasn't worth the journey unless he knew the weight and flop of your growing, vulnerable rage. That is until Kiwan got stabbed. Not for this. He accepted the blade before he knew who he was fighting. My friends fell with him, leaning into the concrete like redwoods falling through the moonlight, cut down in the very same park we were born next to. The doctor said they just missed a lung. The way the knife moved through his skin, it's a wonder no one died that night. The Kiwan's biggest issue was the nerve damage in his chest. How his nipples were extremely sensitive. Super duper sensitive nipples. Like t-shirts bothered him and shit. I've said all this so you know where I'm coming from. When I tell you the first time I saw him after he'd left the hospital, it's okay. He begged me for forgiveness, for mercy. When his hand reached towards mine, a truce, I had no choice. But to reach past it. All right, that's it. That's my poem. Thank you.
And we're back. And we're back. And we're back. And we're back. Okay, I'm back. Hello. I couldn't hear myself for a minute, so I started freaking out.
You good.
So what's up, y'all? What's up? This is SoapBOX Poetry Radio. Welcome back. I feel like people shouldn't freak out when something bad happens on an open mic. They should just go with it. Because really, those be the best moments. And they only be the best moments because then you got a story to tell. Speaking of stories to tell, who got stories? Ghost stories. Want to hear your ghost stories? Get on your ghost stories. Tell us about your ghost stories. I thought if I just say the same words, something else will come to me. But I can't freestyle. Oh, speaking of freestyles, oh my gosh. You ever had somebody freestyle at your open mic and they can't do it?
No.
It's like you ain't had to say no. It was a rhetorical question. I was going to keep going with it. I was about like, when you say it, you just look dead in my face. That's another thing. Like when hosting is more of an improv thing, it's like a yes. With improv, the rules are yes and. That's one of the rules, and you got to be like, I agree with what you're saying, and I'm gonna roll with it. So say if you're talking about a dream about cupcakes, I can't just be like, no, your dreams suck. I want to talk about a whole different topic. But yeah, so with hosting, there's like people be going on tangents and just be random and shit.
I mean, I think sometimes that adds interest to it, because sometimes people on open mics be going up there with those bullshit poems. There's those poems where it's just like, oh yeah, they made an effort, but I can't talk on that effort they made, because then I'm gonna sound like an asswipe.
Oh.
So you just like go on a different tangent, and then you're just like, and people are just like, oh, we're gonna move over here, let me go with it, because whatever that shit was.
I want to go to an open mic that's like extremely petty, like excessively petty.
That's crazy.
I
think anybody really want to do that.
I don't know.
Because nobody would come back.
I don't know. I think it's just because I'm a bad person.
I don't know. I feel like in a way, I'm not gonna put no names out because I feel like I'm gonna get my ass beat. 'Cause I was definitely about to name an open mic. I was about to say put somebody on full blast, like, yo, I know this one dude, but nah, there's one person I know that owns an open mic, and they're like I remember, because I'm not gonna say no names. Like they were like, it's a really big mic, open mic. I'm not gonna put names out.
Come on,
I'm
just
sorry.
tell us.
I just wanted to
put names out.
because I feel myself about to bring up the name. I'm sorry, but
We gonna call him Bugs Bunny since you got
this
on a
one
Bugs Bunny
dude.
sweatshirt.
This one dude was about to go up there and he was like, yeah, I'm about to spit something for y'all real quick, but it's gonna be like multiple songs or whatever. And like the person who owned the open mic walked up, the host, they was like, this is not a thing. Only one poem, 3 minutes. You get a 3-minute grace period. And then he was like, all right, I got y'all. And then they just kept making sure he knew because he looked like he really didn't understand. And the way they did it was kind of like, just like the most hilarious thing ever. Because you ever just walk in somebody's face and just like, no, you're a dumbass. Don't do that. Like, that's how they were. They were just really like, yo, stop being retarded and get this.
Oh, no.
It's too much for me.
But yeah.
I'm sorry. Not to be ableistic.
Yeah, but no, it's cool. But I think I remember that it was at one of my favorite open mics. I don't think I'm going to name no names either.
God.
But
I
because
remember that.
you made me
This
feel
is
like.
bad.
But yeah, so basically what Shorty tried to do was fit 3 songs in 3 minutes, and he was like, "I'm gonna just do 1 minute of each song. And it's just gonna be like a
He
whole."
was doing
collective."
5 fingers to death in 3 minutes.
Right, that's crazy. I mean, I applaud him for the talent because he did do it. However, he messed up the timing when he kept telling him the DJ to restart the beat, and it's like the DJ wasn't having it. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it was hilarious. The DJ was just like, "Yo, if you got 3 minutes, then you got 3 minutes. Don't try to do anything more with your 3 minutes." And I'm like, "All right, okay." And I'm like, "You good, son? You good? You good?"
Nah, he was mad.
He was mad. Tell him why you mad.
Yeah.
That's my dream, to own an event where people are just openly petty and then we all just accept it. Like if I wouldn't have been.
I know, yeah, that's what I was talking about.
be that
Everybody
guy
disagreed
one
with me. See, that's that patriarchy, yo. That is definitely.
Who disagreed with you?
I don't know. I felt like people disagreed with me. So anyway, we're still waiting on y'all ghost stories before we get into this interview with Deniero Black.
Call in?
Carlos.
Call in?
Call in? Are you good? Call in. It's like, nah, no, we're good. We just want to hear y'all ghost stories. We want to experience this October, get it right and scary and ghouly for what is scariest for a
Just
poet.
walk the streets in Baltimore.
What is the scariest thing for a poet? I don't think it would be
scary.
messing up your poem.
No, that's just like my thing because who my mentor is. Like messing up a poem is just like, you know you're gonna die after this poem because you're gonna hear a whole lecture about how you fucked up. And then you're just like,
Man. I don't know. I think it's only scary when you're trying to impress somebody, but you gotta watch yourself because you shouldn't impress anybody but you. Mecca quotes.
And I make so many bad impressions.
Oh no.
Like when Tony McPherson came up, like I was trying to explain to him that like, cause I used to have a high top fade like he does. I was trying to explain to him like, yo, I had a high top fade too. That makes us like brothers. But he somehow, the way I explained it, he thought that I was saying that I wasn't black. I don't know how that's what like, but that's what everybody heard me say.
Okay.
And but like me mentally, I was like, wait a minute, this has nothing to do with my hair. I'm so confused. I'm so lost. But I just made a terrible ass impression, and I felt so bad too.
What?
My embarrassment is hilarious.
I don't know. I just trying to figure out how
That is weird. They like, yo, you said you wasn't black.
Sometimes you say some
right?
weird stuff. I'm not saying you. I'm talking about people in general. Sometimes we say weird things in front of poets that we love. Shout out to Tony McPherson. He's cool people. So we're gonna go back and break, and when we come back, we're going to have an interview with Deniero Black. Is that cool?
That's very
cool. With y'all?
Yeah.
All right. This is SoapBOX Poetry Radio. Speak outside the box.
A tree fell in the forest. We gave away our shadows and stood for them. We acquired bird song through object-oriented inheritance. It came to us. The fuck do you care? You inherited it, just like you inherited that uniform, that mindset. I am my own avatar. It means I paid for it all. Learn to be two places at once. Halloween of the spirit. Don't question or compare it. Don't let your feelings near it. Become or disappear it. Paid for it. Through jail time. Paid for it. Through indentured, inhuman servitude. Don't like my attitude? Don't like my attitude?
You won't be silenced, no, the noise came from me. The never-ending war will not be waged from me. The future is my home, it all came from you. Police and sirens, guns are on parade right here. You never touch my love.
The people versus the police. We, the people of the United States, holds Congress to the word. They should do the same to their officers to protect and serve. How can we put our trust in someone who is pushing us down when we are hurt? Instead of lending a hand, they call us monkeys like caged animals, only treating us the worst. Singing, oh, we got what we deserve. A trainee wannabe with poison from the devil himself is only doing his work. A racist, in a disguised uniform, you can see the hatred in their eyes as they shout racial slurs only when they think they're not heard, or when their actions aren't seen. But when they are caught, they try to cover up everything. Why do you think he fled the scene? After he tried to silence your voice, making sure you couldn't say a thing. But now the world is your voice, and together we sing, hands up, don't shoot, no justice, no peace. For a fair trial and a proper burial for your soul to rest in peace. So we stand hand in hand, hoping to overcome in these streets that justice shall prevail. For the people, by the people, versus the police.
The book, titled Adulterated, chronicles the love affair between Adama and Ahmad in the riot-filled streets of Baltimore City. This Amazon bestseller tells a thrilling tale of a whirlwind romance, wrought with social and political drama. Adulterated is now available on Amazon.com. Sex, love, scandal, adulterated. Get it now on Amazon.com.
son, as in so lost simply because we are, we be the rising stars and suns that never set word up, Jack. Wanna make a bet, black? I got the formula. Throw me in the sky and I'll warm you. Get your sunblock. Throw me in a cell block. Indeed, I got the science you need. Lessons more ancient than Greece. Apollo never my creed, my creed. Oh, back to love, or back to yes, so bring the troops if you wanna. Satellites in the sky, some selling clouds in the corner. But we living for the land, from the soul to the sand. And the water in the sea be the essence of me. If you ain't ready for this fruit, then put it back on the tree. Give me the strength to bend back these bars. Got the locks of Samson, I'm Samson. He's my father, tried praying the Father, Son, but Holy Ghost, I miss my motherfucking sanity. Never been here and never planned to be, but my own plans had plans for me. And now that man's hands got plans for me. And now that man's hands got plans for me. And now that man had plans, so I jetted and ran. The mic cord pulled me back. I should have dropped it from my hand and left it at the scene of the rhyme. Now we all serving time. Even my prose is on probation. Refugees and alienation. Come on, fucking shit. Come on, keep it going now. Ba-bam, ba-bam, bam, ba-bam.
And what the fuck? You fucking with a psychopath nut. Put on my fucking glasses and about to bust a nut in your ass, motherfucker, as I blast me in the fucking gut with a motherfucking mask on your face. You shouldn't have never fucked with the nigga from the base. So now I'm back and still keeping the shit really real, motherfucker. You duck, tried to hop up in the trunk, got bucked down. So motherfuckers really want the judge, but to understand my motherfucking deal. I'm back and still slam dunking like Shaquille O'Neal.
I had to be strong. That shit is dope, yo.
Damn, man.
Oh, yeah.
Got some talent with you, man.
Oh, definitely.
That shit was tight, Mo.
Good looking out, son.
The J.R. Wood Group of Senior Life Insurance Company offers final expense life insurance coverage for individuals from ages 0 to 85 to apply for coverage. No medical exam, no physical exam, no blood work. Apply by phone or schedule an in-home consultation. We provide products to fit your needs and your budget. Just call the J.R. Wood Group today, and remember, we've got you covered. The J.R. Wood Group, 1-800-971-8028. The J.R. Wood Group, 1-800-971-8028.
I'm just saying, if she ain't got a booty, I ain't trying to hit it.
You know a nigga's biggest weakness is a white girl with a fat ass.
These black girls need to watch out, because white girls is winning.
Nah, like a foreign bitch, you know, that Spanish, that Latin type.
Nah, like that Asian type.
Yeah, like a Oriental mixed bitch.
Daddy from the Philippines, mama from Atlantic, mama from Africa.
Mama from sugarcane and segregation, from too much pride and not enough perm.
Mama from the gutter, from Section 8, from hood rat black belly.
But she don't look like her mama, though. I don't fuck with black girls. I know 4 brands of hydrocortisone by heart. I have a Pinterest board dedicated to lemon juice recipes for lightening skin.
No, too dark is the answer to a question I've given up asking.
Puerto Rican,
Italian,
Bayesian,
Thai.
I know they want me to be everything I'm not.
I need a girl who knows her place. I don't like that black power shit, that nappy afro shit, that walk out your house like your mama ain't teach you how to look presentable shit. To be woman and black is to be born knowing your beauty does not belong to you.
Is to be the first and last person to love yourself.
Is to know you're not desirable to your own kind.
I grew up learning how to protect men who hate me.
Learned how to be the silencer to their pistol.
Learned how to be the revolution spit shining their spines. Behind every great man is the woman who taught him how to load the ammunition.
Behind every great man is the woman who pulled the trigger. Behind every great man is a chorus of voices buried beneath the gunfire. I want an educated woman. I'm not talking book smart. I'm talking sheet smart. A woman who understands the actual purpose of her mouth.
In college, a boy said he didn't date black girls.
Like his mama wasn't a black girl.
Like his sister wasn't a black girl. Like he ain't drink milk and fat off a black nipple.
Like he wasn't birthed from a black womb.
Like a black woman's body ain't been for him.
Ain't spill herself to make room for him.
Like exiting a black woman's body ain't a blessing disguised as a shadow.
Like black ain't beautiful unless it's mixed.
To be woman and black is to be magic.
Is to be the witch that wouldn't burn.
Is to survive the white men with their needles and nooses.
And the black men with their hearts in their knuckles.
To be black and woman and alive is to be resilient. My very existence is defiance. But they want a good woman. A silk-skinned woman soft enough to break.
A woman whose vein is blue enough to get into the club. Who knows her way around the inside of a washing machine.
Who's the color of happily ever after. A woman who knows how to burn off her skin without screaming. Without making a sound.
SoapBOX Poetry Radio interview with Deniero Black.
Big time. Big time. Big
What's up,
time.
yo?
What's up?
Everybody love my singing voice. I know that. It's cool. You don't have to admit it. But yo, Deniero Black, international Grand Slam champ.
Mecca Verdell.
Young nigga in the. Oh no! Stop! Not done. I'm not done introducing you. Young nigga in Woodlawn. Always doing what he gotta do. What else do you do? You be poeting, you be slamming, and you be changing up what you've seen. Look at you. Look at you. What's up, yo? How are you feeling?
I'm really doing really good. But you made me feel bad. You made me feel like I'm changing up on the youth scene. Like the way you said it, you was like, you be changing the youth scene.
How did you interpret it?
That's
He
what I
wasn't
heard.
ready for
Because
that
you know I'm trying to
responsibility.
make my transition over to the adult scene now.
Okay.
Too. Like I'm trying to do both and juggle both. You know.
Alright.
Be
Big
on my
steps,
mecha
big
shit,
steps.
but my mechamorphosis shit. But adult and you slamming what?
I don't adult slam.
What about yesterday?
I slammed yesterday? Oh, that was an adult slam? I guess. I mean, I guess.
I was just there.
No, you weren't?
No, I'm talking about you.
Oh, yeah, but I be forgetting. My head just came back from DC, so I was tired. I didn't know what I was doing. So, how you feel about your painting?
I love it, man. I didn't expect a painting. Honestly, I was like, oh my god, a painting. Someone decided to draw my ugly face and it didn't crack.
Oh my god.
What?
No,
Oh man, that's
no,
funny.
you are an obsidian girl. Sorry, let me stop. But yeah, that's true. I'm just saying that just sound weird coming out of my mouth. Alright, so yo, let's go back to the very beginning. How did you start doing poetry?
So my best friend Delicia, I used to walk home with her, and so she used to go to the poetry club. So I used to sit in my school's poetry club my freshman year, and just sit there, and then just like not pay attention, you know, pass gas and listen to Pandora and stuff like that. And then one day, she did a challenge, and the challenge was write a poem about life. And when I wrote the poem about life, like I got all this hype and stuff like that, and then it basically was just like one of the biggest reasons why I'm here now, because my poetry club's amazing.
That was your glow up?
Better.
So it's just your friends?
My friends, yes.
Are your friends your inspiration?
Yeah, most definitely. The people around me definitely influenced me a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, it's all them. I love them so much.
Yeah,
so tell us
they're
more about the club. What's the name of the club and everything?
So the club is called Real Authentic Poets,
Mhm.
and is coached by Black Chakra himself. And our culture is very hip hoppy. So like if you go there, you're definitely bound to like learn a thing or two about rhyming and flow and how to be on your Black Chakra ish. And it's awesome because it's also like this safe space but it's like a safe space for like assholes. And so you get to like you really get to embrace every part of you at one time. And like it gets so like intense as a safe space. Sometimes you forget that there's a world around you. Like I remember like when I really started coming out into the like poetry scene, kind of like it was like, oh my God, there are other people and they exist. Like I thought poetry revolved around my school, and now I know it's like a world thing. That's awesome.
A lot of people don't know that poetry is a lot bigger than what it actually is.
Really?
Like people are like, oh, you write poems. I'm like, yeah, nigga.
I'm at London team at Brave New Voice, and that was really like a culture shock.
Yeah.
Because he talked like this, and I just wasn't ready. I never expected to meet someone who
I feel
was
like
like
you're not
not
doing
American.
It. I feel like they were here. They was like, "What are you doing? That don't sound anything."
No,
like
they taught me how to do it properly.
Oh,
So
oh.
yes,
He's
you
right.
are definitely taking a piss.
Oh my God.
This is acceptable.
Is that like a saying for the London? You're taking a piss.
Yeah, that's the saying.
I don't believe you. I'm going to.
What does that even
You ever
mean?
seen that? You ever seen the movie Kingsman?
Yeah.
So in the
Somewhat.
Kingsman, they was like, you never heard the phrase, "Are you taking a fucking piss"? You never heard that?
No.
It's an actual thing.
I don't get it. I don't think I will ever actually hear that. I don't know. I don't want to say it. I mean, people say a lot of weird stuff, but then again, poets have that creative license, so we can say whatever the hell we want.
Honestly.
Yo, what is like the weirdest thing you ever heard like a poet make up? Like, well, Andre 3000, for instance, he not a poet, but he do poems. He be like, he created Stankonia, Stank You, what else? Oh, Spodiopidop. I can't say it. Shit. Spodiodidopulus. Yeah, that thing. The beat that I'm playing now is a song, and it means something. I forgot what it meant, but they be making up words, and I be down with it because it's just funky to me.
So, like Young Minds, you call her Stephanie, I call her Hefflin. You ever heard Young Minds?
Yeah, I heard it.
Yeah, that's like, yo.
I'm not completely a hermit. Like, I feel like, why do people think that? I know that I'm trapped in the 70s, but still, like.
I know. That's why I gotta check. I'm like, what year you in now, Mecca?
Yo, leave me alone, yo. Leave me alone. Wait.
That's why she be forgetting so much stuff, honestly.
What artists influence your poetry?
Definitely all the adults in the Baltimore scene, like all of them collectively, like because like even some of the newer ones that I meet still have a lot of really big impact on me. Like yesterday when I was talking to Allen Ginsberg, and I just started like listening to his poetry on YouTube.
Their poetry
on YouTube, and they like their writing style is very unique. And so I was just like listening to it, and I was just like, whoa, I can learn so much from this writing style. And then obviously Black Chakra, Kenneth Something, Lady Breon, Slangston, all those people.
Right.
Yeah.
Shout out to my mentor.
Shout out.
So, when you started, how long have you been in the club?
4 years, about to be 4 years.
Dang, son, you've been in this for a long time.
A minute. Yeah.
How has that journey been?
It's been really nice. Like now I'm like the senior of the club. Like I'm like the senior member, and so like it's really weird.
You the veteran. Ooh.
Cause when I first walked in, like the seniors of my freshman year was Muhammad, Tar, Michaela, and this girl Naja, and like they were the 3 top poets. And I remember listening to them and being like, I want to be as good as they are one day.
Right.
And then like they used to go to like Brave New Voices competitions, and I just got to see them perform all around the city. And then like to reflect on myself now and to see that I'm doing what they did, and even then a little bit more, it's just like it's really awesome, man.
Now are there people looking up to you now?
I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know.
I would.
Is it kind of like a secret admirer? It's like,
yeah. So
Deniero Black.
I mean, it is kind of a secret because I also don't pay. Like I feel like I'm like poetry has given me like a really bad case of tinnitus. So like,
wait a minute, what?
Tinnitus is
Isn't that like with metal? Wait.
No. Tinnitus is where like loud sounds make you go a little deaf. And so like I miss a lot of stuff. Like a lot
Oh,
like
no.
the world be like working around me and I don't hear it or I don't notice it. And so if like somebody was looking up to me, they probably have to punch me in my face for me to notice. Like they really have to come up and like want to fight me.
I never heard that word before.
Tinnitus?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I keep forgetting like you're extra smart. You even have a poem on all literary devices, and it's just like, oh, that shit. That actually was a very inspiring piece. I just want to throw that out there. So you have a secret admirer there. It helped me write. It helped me write the Tourette's piece.
Yeah, I figured you were gonna say that.
Yeah, that one. So yeah, so how has the club helped you develop your style? Was it only the club, do you feel, or was it outside forces?
So when I got into the scene, it was only the club. But like as I go by, like there's still a lot of people who like affected me, like especially like y'all, like my other Brave New Voices members, because like ew.
I thought that was beautiful. Go ahead, continue. Continue your admiration.
Like I remember, like I'm like, cause like Brave New Voice was the first time I really had to like live with like kids my age, and so like I remember like we like one time me and Mecca were going to went to the bathroom, and she went in first. And then I waited a while. I was like, I'm gonna wait for Mecca to get back. I was like, I can't wait. I went to the bathroom. By the time we both opened up the door at the same time and closed it. And then I was looking at her like, what the hell? And then she was just like, nah, I'm with it. And I was like, did you just notice we came out the bathroom at the same time? And she was like, nah, I'm just really connected to y'all. I'm just not surprised by nothing.
Right? And that actually is a real thing. That is a real thing. But it's kind of weird saying we went to the bathroom at the same time. But no, it was two separate things. It was two separate things, y'all. I'm just saying. But no, not to mention how we argued like for most of the damn journey. Oh my gosh.
Somebody wanted to fight somebody.
Deniero thought he was snapping at me that day. He thought
I did not snap on
you.
You
Did.
Oh, but that was just.
We can talk about that.
That was just like final stage pressure. That was it.
You thought you was putting that pressure on me. I was like, hope forget
no,
that.
that was my pressure. Like I was like really like, oh my god, I'm going on national stage in 5 minutes. And then people was like trying to try me, and I was like, no, not today.
not today, nigga. Oh my gosh, you're ridiculous. So tell us about who your mentor is.
So my mentor is Black Chakra. And like he's this like really insane guy. Like he just escaped from Shepard Pratt. He's not even really a poet. Like, I'm joking. Oh my god.
Shade,
no
ridiculous.
shade. I'm not trying to do no push-ups. But like, so he's this really awesome guy who created a really safe space for kids all the time. And like, he's definitely like he does a lot of stuff that other like his peers do, but he's also kind of in his own way. In those like same aspects, like they're all teaching artists, but in those aspects he's like one in a million because he has his own individualized style, which is like this militant, you do this, and like he comes like he teaches poetry in a formulaic way to help, like it's basically Jacob is like poetry for dummies, and so like he basically teaches you all the basic concepts of poetry. And it's really, and then he like not only that, he has his individual style to teaching each one of his kids. Like I don't do the same thing that another one of his kids, like Cray. I wouldn't do the same thing that Black Honey would do, or Agnes Obsidian. Like none of those things.
Ooh. Agnes Obsidian. Oh wait, I was saying that word. I just found out what that word was today. Ooh, I love that word.
The black is black.
The black is a black. Obsidian, nice.
It's really beautiful.
How did you come up with your name?
So, Deniero Black is just like my government. So, like this was like a long fight. So, like it was started out with just me and Slinkston. I was like, Slinkston, you have the dopest poetry name I could ever think of. You have to help me get a poetry name because you can't pick your poetry name. Someone else has to give it to you. So, and I kept coming up with names like me and Bluebird. We were coming up with names together. She was like, "What about the Crow?" Or
Crow.
Yeah. What was another one? It was Black Mist.
Oh yeah, Black Mist was one. Wait, did somebody? The black version of Corey Math. Oh, wait, what was it? It was something Mateus. It was Kyrique Mateus. That's what it was. I thought that was a fly ass name though.
No.
Kyrique Mateus. Kyrique Mateus would have been dope.
I'll fight you, Mac.
Nobody would have got the reference, but still, it was a dope name.
No.
Especially when you explained it, everybody's gonna be like, "What?" I know I would have been crazy.
And then Goliath the griot, like
that one was dope.
Yeah, I was like, and like Slangston was like, none of these work. And so he was like, you know what? I still can't find a doper name than Deniero. I was like, okay, so I'll just change my last name because I definitely don't want to be handing out my government to everybody. Like, what if I like rob a bank or something? Everybody already know who I am. Like, what? Like, and so
I saw that was Deniero.
Insert name. Yeah.
Enter last name here.
Enter. Yeah.
But
Carlos funny. yeah, he said that.
And so finally, like Slangston would just like talk, like he has these Slangston rambles, and so it's like he's talking, but he's saying something relevant, but like the way he says it sounds like he's just going on, like he sounds like somebody's grandfather. And so like he's like talking, and he was like, you should do something like Deniero Black or something, and I was like, and then I was like, wait a minute, Deniero Black, I like that. And he was like, yeah, that's pretty dope. And then it just stuck from there, and it was like supposed, so the reason it's Black is as a kind of like my ultimate thank you to Black Chakra, and like that's gonna be the last thank you I'm gonna give him, because I kind of want to like start becoming my own entity as a poet now. And because even though mentors are great to have, you can't have a mentor for you can't have a mentor forever, but eventually you have to kind of branch off from them a little bit. Otherwise you might as well just be them. And so yeah, and so like the way it's not really hilarious. It like he was like a proud dad when he found out about my name. So it was at our Kaiser Permanente conference, and they introduced my poetry name as Deniero Black. Jacob was like, they said your last name wrong. Like he was on stage like, why would they say it wrong? I was like, no, chill. And then like he just did this double take where it was just like, oh look at him, like he appreciating me. Oh look at that for once, because I do give Black Chakra a hard time. And like I really appreciate him.
Don't you have like a lot of problems in the poetry scene because you look like him just a little bit?
I don't look like him at all.
What? I think okay, never mind. I'm not going to do that. You just talked about your journey about you being independent. I'm gonna present you.
So what
my
it
bad,
is,
yo.
I have so for some reason like all my life that's why I sometimes call him my dad, because like even when I look back at myself as a kid, when I was like in 5th grade and then Jacob was in like high school, our styles were very similar as well. So I didn't even know who Jacob was, but we were always the same. And that's why I was just like, us coming together at this point, like I don't even know how we exist on the same astral plane, because I'm really just like a Earth 42 of Black Chakra, but you know, I'm here in this other universe because
you're here, you're linear, and you're proud of it.
Yeah.
Dope. Dopest of the dope. So now, how do you feel? Have you changed since then to now? Have you changed at all?
I've changed a lot. So a lot of people don't know, I used to have a really bad stutter, and
oh man,
I'm still really introverted, but like I would not talk to anybody, like, and if I did talk to you, it would have to be like like in fact like all the people who knew me from my first day.
You sound like a Grimm poem.
Yo,
that's
no shade.
That wasn't shade. He actually stutters in that line.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, y'all make me mad.
I mean, it's still shade because that's like all Grimm poems.
All right, so now that's shade. He gonna fight you.
No, because I've seen like every.
Shout out to our teammate Grimm Jackson. I hope you fight Deniero. Anyway, continue.
Who was the question?
You were telling us how you had a stutter.
Oh yeah, and so all the people who first knew me as a poet always remember how like it used to be like make people's ears bleed when I had to perform a poem.
Oh.
Because like my poems would be like a minute long. Well, not literally make their ear bleed. They're not saying that. They say it's just hilarious.
I know it's not literally, honey. It's okay.
I know, but you like your little
the way my mind works.
Yeah, your ad lib made it sound worse. And so I was just like, oh.
I mean, that's what the saying is based. You know what? Continue.
So, they would like, because whenever I performed a poem, if it was 1 minute long, it would like seem like a whole 3 minute long because I'm up there literally like, because I couldn't talk, and it was really like due to past traumas that I experienced as a kid, and like poetry really helped me progress.
It's not toothpaste. It's like, no, let me stop.
Oh my God! What?
This is my friend. I could do this. Okay, continue.
So, like, I really progressed from the trauma to the point where it's just like now I'm not really bothered by my stutters. It does come out sometimes, but it's lit.
It's lit.
Yeah,
it's lit like blick.
Yeah.
Wait, is it blick?
Like
I'm sorry.
blick.
What are you? Okay, never mind. I'm just like, what? All right, so we're gonna go on break and we'll be right back with Deniero Black. This is SoapBOX Poetry Radio. Speak outside the box.
Scripture suggests that the return of Jesus is near. But like, what if Jesus was already here? Like, what if Jesus decided to reappear as a prostitute and spend her evenings on a stroll? Like, what if she walked past you carrying a clutch purse instead of a cross, or had a camel toe instead of a donkey? Would you notice her? Would you speak? Would you get down and wash her feet? Or would you deny her of her divinity? Would you consider Jesus more trick or trinity? Like, if she exposed all of her holes, would you call her holy or whole? Like what if Jesus had 12 children and no disciples? Like, what if she was from next door rather than Nazareth? Like, what if she used Viagra to raise Lazarus? Like, what if she turned her rent money into malt liquor rather than her water into wine? What if the first time her temple was turned into a marketplace was at the age of 9? What if Matthew, Mark, Luke, and Little John wrote a hip-hop song about her rather than a Bible verse? Would you bother to ask her name? But see, this isn't criticism about Christians. This is 100% about Kenneth. For the times I was too embarrassed to kiss my mother in public. For the days I would pray she wouldn't come to PTAs or school plays because I was too afraid of what folks might say. For the times I was too scared to care because I was ashamed of her career, ashamed of her tears, ashamed of her fears, ashamed of her crack pipes and beers. This is for the days that my hands were just too holy to hold her near. But how do you worship your mother when her name ain't Mary? And she ain't married, ain't dating, ain't even collected names from all the men that she's been mating with. How do you stand on stomach? You know, every trick your mother flipped to ensure food match your mouth. When you know that her knees and bowels were not used for praying. See, my mother, she ain't never hang on a cross, but she's been nailed in public a few times. No, she ain't never been crucified, but I know a few crews that tried, and my gym teacher was one. So was the deacon, and a few married men creeping. I guess from being fucked by Judas is on your daily to-do list. You become really familiar with the crowing of cocks, but what if Jesus came back as my mother? Like, what if Jesus grew a few extra scars just to prove that all our faith had flaws? Like, what if Jesus' greatest miracle was giving her son everything he needed to live, even when she had absolutely nothing to give? And if you can worship a God that sacrificed his only son to save some sinners, then surely you can worship a sinner that sacrificed her soul to save her son.
What's up, y'all watching the 2014 Eastland Poetry Festival. I'm Shihan, and you're watching All Deaf Digital.
I was so young, I don't even remember how old I was the first time I called someone gay. But it had to have been elementary school. See, one day, my dad was picking me up, and right before we pulled out of the parking lot, a girl waved at us with a smile like a vine. Even though she was the orchard that everyone picked on, she was still sweet and loved to be alive. When my dad asked me why I didn't wave back, I told him it was because she was gay. And he looked at me with one of those religious stares. And every bit of Buddhism in his brow raised the question, what does that even mean? We all crack under peer pressure. But once you see that their earthquakes are coming from your faults, you realize how deep trembles are felt. Beneath the surface, where things are left and forgotten. See, this was before poetry became my world. I noticed that words have gravity. I've seen them crush people from a first-person perspective. I felt a phrase fall out of my mouth like an atom bomb without knowing the effects will radiate for years. I've loved a language that hates people, cracking jokes, trying to shatter their mirrors just because I wasn't confident in my own reflection. I hated myself for the shape of my eyes, so I became a bully because we all want to feel like America sometimes, and we all want straight spines. We all want straight spines to stand for something we believe in, but it's funny how flags and people have the same knack for politely waving at the ones they have forgotten. See, as early as elementary school, my parents planted a seed, and the lotus of Buddhism began to blossom in my brain. We had a pond in the backyard, and the flat water taught me of equality, that life is the one thing we all share. I was also taught how to pray. I've been memorizing mantras and chanting sutras out loud before the Pledge of Allegiance ever molested my lips. I was taught of cause and effect, how it is the ultimate truth that everything relies on, how a thought will turn to word as quickly as fuel becomes fire, whether it's for burning down a house or for keeping a lover warm. The spark of an idea will always match the fuming language we decide to pour out of our mouths, but I forgot that the voice does the work of the Buddha, so why would I ever call someone gay before calling them beautiful? Why would I not praise the person that drinks the same water as me? Why would I lift my voice just to put someone else down? You see, us humans, we have a habit of overpowering and taking what doesn't belong to us, but I pray that we are making our way towards the moment when our tongues are the only thing left for us to conquer. And if there's one thing that I've learned about being a poet, it's that it's not about what you have to say in your poem, it's about what you have to say when your poem is done.
I'm 10. As the boys jumped me and took the chain that the ball worker gave me, I cried.
Fuck Robert Frost. Fuck the woods he walked in. Fuck the path he chose.
Fuck Ernest Hemingway. Fuck that sea the old man was in. Fuck those arms he said farewell to. Fuck the white teacher who made me read him. Made me believe he'd be the epitome of poetry.
Fuck the white principal who asked me why all my black students' poems are sad or angry.
Fuck the white man who told me I should write happy poems. Fuck his white privilege. Fuck white privilege and all the pretty poems it produces.
White privilege be like, write a poem about trees, but never reference the black bodies that hung from them.
White privilege be horror-themed poems about ghosts and goblins, but never living in neighborhoods where you can actually see them.
White privilege be like, write a poem about oceans and seas, but please be sure to ignore the inner city floods and never reference Flint.
White privilege be like, write songs about the awesomeness of thrift store shopping, even though your family owns the mall.
White privilege be like, write a pretty poem about flowers, but never reference the funeral you were at when you saw them.
White privilege be like, take all that loud black anger out your poem so we can button it up for YouTube. White privilege will attempt to edit their sin out of your poem. Dear white man, I am not privileged enough to write a pretty poem about petunias, but anti-assimilation is some sexy shit. Ain't shit sad about surviving genocide. Each fuck you is a dance song from my ancestors. They are throwing a party right now. They're Nat Turner and Tuppy turning up. Ain't that some happy shit? There's beauty in my struggle. My man is miracle. It means the world tried to kill me and failed. Ain't that some happy shit? Fuck your flowers. Fuck your pals. Fuck your privilege. Ain't no poem happier than the one that proves you're still alive. It's in spite of everything. Didn't your resilient dandelions teach you that? Johnny
What? It's my
yo.
Okay, we're back with Deniero Black. Welcome to SoapBOX Poetry Radio. If you are tuned in, how you doing? Anyway, I think I stole that. Never mind, I stole that kind of. Anyway, not how you doing. Hi. That's me. That's more me. So, Deniero, what is your most embarrassing moment at an open mic or any poetry event?
And everybody knows about this now who knows me. This one time I was doing a slam at REP, or Real Authentic Poets, and basically I made this Sims poem, and in the Sims 3, they have karate skill in it. And so I was talking about you could I was talking about something about simulate a better life and stuff like that. In a poem, I'm like, you can do kung fu moves, and then I start doing kung fu, but I do it really badly. And so I do this really bad kick and all this stuff, and then it's just this really tired.
Oh, don't just push your headphones back.
And it's really bad. It was really bad, and I wish I could physically display it, but it was
Slangston brings it up every time.
Every time. Oh my God. I hate that he knows.
I thought it was beautiful, though. So, what is your mantra or your system for getting ready to perform?
I usually try and clear my head because with anxiety and stuff like that, you can definitely go off the bridge, especially right before a slam. So you just gotta clear your head and realize that there's nothing to worry about, because when you're sitting down, I feel like that's where all the nervousness comes into, because you're just what could happen up that stage, and you don't know until you walk up there. And so it's just a big guessing game, but you just have to realize it's always going to be okay if you're trained correctly. Yeah.
Do you try and read the room?
I try, but I'm really bad at it.
Really?
Yeah. Cause that's what I thought I was doing last night. So I did my Biggie piece in Breaking Bad, but I did Breaking Bad first. Cause I was I'm gonna do the piece I think that people aren't gonna mess with the most. Breaking Bad was gonna be my lowest scoring piece of the night. After I finished it, I got a 30. I was like, wait a minute. What? How did this piece do so well? I thought I was reading these people the right way. Then I went up and did Biggie. 25 something, and I was just
it's funny how only 2 points off can be such a big difference between all of the other scores.
Honestly,
it's 2 points down.
Well, that was a really big gap. That was a whole 5 points.
That was a whole 5 points. I from my point of view of what happened last night, I felt like you did really well.
Thank you.
And it was really different from all your other styles, and I don't think nobody's going to be comparing you to anyone else for a very long time.
Thank you. I'm definitely working on my meanness,
You're mean. I thought you said meanness. I'm like, why would you want to be mean?
I heard something else.
Huh?
I heard something else. When I said it, that's why I kind of cringed a little bit. I was like, oh God.
Did you say what, meatness?
No, meanness. It sounds like a incorrect way of saying penis. And so I was just
okay.
That's how I kind of.
I don't think nobody was thinking that.
Whatever.
If you said meatness, then I would think about Okay, never mind. Anyway. Poet minds be working all types of ways.
All kinds of ways.
So, what is your favorite form of poetry? What's your favorite poetic device? That's what I mean.
I think now it's alliteration. Because when I be hearing certain poets go into long lines, oh my God, I don't have a poem with alliteration. Louder than mourning mothers married to martyrdom.
Louder than mourning mothers married to martyrdom. I'm sorry. Okay, because the louder part caught me off guard. I was like, wait, that's a whole L, my nigga. Oh, that it was a L, because that wasn't alliteration. It was. But that was from our Brave New Voices piece. Shout out to us.
Yeah,
us.
Yeah. Woo.
What was your favorite part of Brave New Voices? Besides winning.
I'm trying to think, because everything was amazing. I think my favorite part was reuniting. It was uniting with other teams, because we definitely made Baltimore made a big connection with New York, Philly, DC.
Yeah.
And
sorry, I was yawning.
I made a little bit of a connection with the Pennsylvania team.
Oh.
I forgot what part of Pennsylvania though that they're from.
I don't remember anything from it though, because it was so long ago. But I remember one girl, like I talked to her a couple times during B&V, and it was really dope because you get to meet all these people who are like-minded as you as well. And, like even when you leave B&V,
Was it kind of like the Hogwarts of poetry?
Yes.
I was thinking like, I was like,
no. It's the Mecca of poetry.
Oh, stop it!
Look at how poems work.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Say no, let me stop. It wasn't even
Shout out to the host.
Say no, it was good. It was good. Yo, chill on me.
But even after B&V, you always like there are people like still to meet. Like there's this one girl named I'm not even gonna say her name because I don't think I could shout her out because I know she might not watch it because she's all the way in Rhode Island. But
I mean, dang, I got people in Rhode Island who like my show.
I think you know. I mean, I think I know you know who I'm talking about. But
Probably. Why didn't you just? It don't matter.
Okay,
it's
so
not a
this
secret.
girl, Madeline, like she was on Facebook and she like I met her. I didn't meet her. Actually, talk to her at Bravely Voices. I saw her perform, but like I pretty much like she became friends with me over Facebook over a period of time because like when I have bad days, like she can tell like somehow she's like a Facebook oracle.
Oh.
And like she like really hit me up. She's like, I know you've been having a bad week, and she's like she really brightened up in my day, all the way from Rhode Island. So I'm just like, Bravely Voices has a lot of intrinsic value.
Oh, I think there were so many interesting people though.
Yeah.
So many different personalities, and so many of us clash together. So, as a youth poet, what are some things that you're looking forward to growing up in the scene?
I'm definitely looking for all the opportunities that are offered to youth poets because, like, we really take advantage of all the opportunities we have here. Because I was just talking to I went to a college fair this morning, and one of the guy Brandon, who we slammed against yesterday, works there. I thought that was the weirdest thing ever, and I met him. And I remember he was telling me about how like there is no such thing as a youth scene where he comes from. And he's like he's in Buffalo, New York, and I was just like that's so insane that you can go somewhere else and there is no scene at all. And it really gives you a lot to think about. Like especially when I was looking at colleges, like a lot of the colleges are states or areas that don't have a poetry scene, and like the nearest poetry scene might be 4 or 6 hours away. So I'm just like, wow, it's a lot to think about because poetry is so spread out, but it's also so huge. It's like it's like gas molecules. It's like that's my only.
You such a nerd. I love it. Yes, we're gas molecules. Don't gas us up though. Don't gas us up too much. I feel like our youth scene is there's so many youth scenes in different cities, and we're able to be there for years, and like ours is really just the first generation. Yeah, like ours, like really doing it. No, I wouldn't say the first generation. Sorry, because there were other Bravely Voices teams.
Yeah,
but like everybody's still in the same community though. Like everybody's still here from like the very first groups. So yeah, I think what is like the most important thing that our youth scene has to understand?
So I think what we have to understand is like consciousness is a whole house and not a doorway to step in through.
Okay, sir.
So like
let me write that down. Copyright. I got copyright.
So because I'm like I'm meeting a lot of new poets, like they start to get the conscious talk. Like it's like they just stepped through the threshold and they're just like, I understand this stuff. And then it's just like having conversations about, well, how do we make solutions? They never put that in perspective. It's kind of like that. I know this is wrong, but I don't know how to make it better, kind of thing. And so I'm thinking, like, as a youth poet, your number one thing should be definitely like taking in knowledge and then becoming this like, well, if you're doing activist poetry, if you're doing like, self-healing poetry, then obviously that's still a knowledge thing. You should know yourself, know thyself. But
yes, Jesus. Won't he do it? It's like, go ahead. Go ahead.
But because it's just like I'm so used to hearing those poems that are like from the youth scene that are just like
Trayvon Martin, Sandra Bland, name more names, and they've been shot. But then, like, if you ever sat them down and then, like, talk to them, like, oh, so how do you expect us to get rid of police brutality? Cure police brutality? They don't have, like, a rational thought process. And so I'm just like, even though you're really young,
We have to learn our shit before we talk about.
not necessarily that, but I think you should start, like,
Dang,
even though
shut
you're
me up.
young, because like you're young, so I don't expect you to know everything. Like you wouldn't come to a 7-year-old and be like, no physics. I thought you liked science, but like it's just like it's more like start to like definitely. I should see the growth in you, and you should be very more open-eared.
Yeah. What is the most important thing that you've learned?
The most important thing that I've learned about poetry, or just
trying to go down this path.
I learned how important marketing is. Like that, I remember because sometimes it gets so like trying to find balance in my life, because I'm also like a student by day and then like a poet by night. Like that's like my superhero costume. Like I draw like DB is like on my chest, and like I jump around buildings. Like I jump around on top of buildings and just do crazy stuff at night, and like perform poems and then set myself free from daily life. But it's really hard to find that balance, because like when it comes to like marketing myself, like a lot of people don't know who I am still. And then I want them to know who I am, but also I want to get into college and do stuff with my life. And it's not even like poetry can't get you to those places that colleges won't, but it's just like I feel like it goes back to my knowledge thing. I feel like I want to major in political science when I go to college, and I definitely want to learn a lot about the government, so that way I can use my poetry as a platform for community service. It's really hard to tell people about that though. Like when you trying to tell non-poets about like how community service and poetry go together, you think that they like hand to hand as a poet, knowing what the scene does. You think they go together like it makes sense.
Like peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah, like peanut butter and jelly. But they be thinking like pickles and peanut butter or something.
Ugh. Oh my gosh! I almost threw up on the mic.
That even is.
That's disgusting. But that's how people look at me. Like I'd be like, oh yeah, I do poems and I want to like do community service. Well, we have international studies. Wait, I want to stay domestic. But what do you mean domestic? Like on a federal level or like a state level? I'm like, well, if I do poetry, then you should kind of make the connection there, because I obviously want to improve my community as a poet. But I guess that's not like a thing that people hear when they hear poet, because like we all know our Langston Hughes and our Maya Angelou's, but we really don't know like they were like instrumental to their communities first before they were celebrities.
Right.
Yeah.
And so it's just like, bruh.
And how else do you think they became celebrities? Because people knew them. It's like people cared about what they did.
Yeah. Exactly. And I don't know. I feel like that's something that we need to work on the poetry scene, period, on getting people to understand that poetry is the foundation of society. And like a lot of people don't know that. Like people will look at poetry as like, oh, that's that real sensitive stuff. I'm like, no, poetry is like this really raw emotional thing, and it makes changes forever. Like you study poems from hundreds of years ago and don't think nothing about it, but like think about what you're doing now. Like you metamorphoses, like in 100 years somebody's going to be studying a metamorphosis book, and it'll be just like casual, and you'll be looking up from the ancestry tree like, oh,
yeah,
look at that.
Look at that little nigga looking at me. Hi. You want me to be your spirit guide? Call me Madam Mecca. Okay, so random question: if you could summon yourself as an ancestor, what would you need?
All right.
Like, what would somebody need to summon you? Because I was thinking about it. I'm like, if I actually am an ancestor, how would they summon me? Probably Sims. And,
probably.
Wow.
It used to be Pure Leaf Tea used to be my thing, man.
It's not anymore.
It's not anymore. It's weird.
I feel like that's what your blood's made out of now, though.
Yeah, probably. That's probably what it is. But yeah. So what would be your thing?
So coconut,
I'm gonna say double entendres.
Coconut oil and curling sponges, an unk, and I want one more because I like doing things in threes.
Okay, Slangston Hughes. That is lazy use. Go ahead.
A Chance the Rapper album.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ain't that truth? Well, it's about that time. Do you feel like you gonna feel like performing a
Oh my
piece?
gosh.
I'm sorry. I just can't. I'm sorry. It's like, no, just kidding. Do you want to do your piece now?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
All
do my
right,
part.
awesome. Let me turn off the mics here.
Jesus.
All you gotta do is like keep your headphones away from them.
I'm sorry. That was me. I'm sorry. I thought that was you.
No.
I can't do this.
It's all you.
Right. Shit.
Fresh out lay bum bum.
Yes, La Bamba.
I'm sorry.
Waiting for Mecca. When I was a kid, I always wanted to be a robot. Like a robot that did doctor stuff. Because how great would it be to save lives and not fear failure? And I'd be happy to let everyone know I finally became one. I got a pacemaker for a heart. Got stainless steel flesh. Got precision incision hands that can make a mockery of surgery. And I just wanted y'all to know how great it is not to be a man anymore. Because we all know how hard it is to be human at times. How shaming it be. Like the time my mom came and visited me in first grade. Coming in looking more machine than anything else. A girl asked me what was wrong with her, and all I said was, it's complicated. I mean, how else do you explain that you have a barely functioning motherboard? How else can 2 first graders understand that a working body is a privilege? My mama got a bullet in the neck kind of crippled, but she defied death just to see her son grow up. And yet here we are, a mortal boy too embarrassed to blink at judgmental eyes and understanding. And there's nothing more funeral-like than a child too scared to look their own parent in the eye. That's why you gotta be a robot, a helpful robot, because hearts are heavy sometimes. Too heavy to help bring heaven. I wish I had a ableist deflecting forklift to lift up my human and let in the compassion, to digitize this image of perfection and to make it into something more cold and inclusionary, more fitting for the unfit. I remember when she died. An 8-year-old boy tried to order an iron heart to replace the hurt, but couldn't find a metal dent enough to cover the absence. I remember nights using crying as a tool to empty this shell of a body. So I'm sorry, Mom. But you have been a better parent than Father Time could ever wish to be. Taught me how to be a life support to those in need. How a smile a day could keep the deaf away. How to become something more than just a man. A robot, a helpful robot. Strong enough to console souls, because think about how rusting it be. To always have to hug a world too dead to hug you back. That's it.
Say listen to SoapBOX Poetry Radio.
Listen to SoapBOX Poetry Radio.
Oh man, that was beautiful. That was crazy. That was crazy. I loved it. Oh my gosh, that was beautiful. I was about to cry. Wait, is your mic? I was about to cry.
Wait, yeah, hell you alright, cool.
You all right, Carlos? Don't Carlos even got words now. Oh, we always get the exclusives. We always get the new pieces on here, and I love that. I'm so happy about that. I'm glad this trend just keep going on and on and on. So thank you, Deniero, for being on the show. Tell people where they can find you at.
You can find me everywhere but my home, because I'm never there.
I am going to fight you and your mentor.
I changed it. No, I changed it so you can't copyright.
I do it at the end of every show.
But still, I didn't say that. You say.
I don't care what I say. It's too damn close.
So anyway, you can follow me on Facebook at Deniero Bell, Deniero. Oh crap! I just gave y'all my government name. Crap.
Ring a ding ding.
Or on Instagram at kingbell_15, and catch me on the streets. That's usually where I am, or
Catch you on the block, dummy.
Oh
my.
Oh my.
Not in that way. I'm a wholesome man.
Oh. Is that everything?
Yeah, that's everything.
Dope. Where can they find you, Carlos?
Oh, they can find me on Twitter at LosG2. That's Los GEE2. Instagram LosG1. Just the letter G and 1 that time.
Numbers. Yes.
Numbers. Because niggas be taking names.
You can follow me everywhere but my house at Mechamorphosis, MECCA Morphosis, and also you can follow the radio show at SoapBOX Poetry Radio, following the hashtag Speak Outside the Box. Don't forget that at the end of the month, we want your blackout poems. Please check out the blackout poems. All you have to do is
write one, actually.
Yeah, all you have to do is take a passage and cross out words and leave certain words to create a message within that passage. So our challenge was for you to do take an amendment and cross out different words to create a message within that passage. Also, if you send it to us, we gonna choose our favorites and read them on Halloween when we interview Derek Ebert. So yeah, that's it. That's all that we got hyping up right now for the Inktober October challenge.
Ooh.
We're gonna do challenges every month now. So follow us. So if you need some writing material, because that's us. We writers and we're cool like that. All right. Well, peace out, y'all. This was SoapBOX Poetry Radio. Speak outside the box.
See ya.
Outside the box, yeah.
Whoa.
I keep going.
The J.R. Wood Group of Senior Life Insurance Company offers final expense life insurance coverage for individuals from ages 0 to 85 to apply for coverage. No medical exam, no physical exam, no blood work. Apply by phone or schedule an in-home consultation. We provide products to fit your needs in your budget. Just call the J.R. Wood Group today, and remember, we've got you covered. The J.R. Wood Group, 1-800-971-8028. The J.R. Wood Group, 1-800-971-8028.
I don't know how funny I would find a rape joke nowadays. I never stopped bleeding. From the cracks between my bottom lip and my toes, broken bottle glass, blueberry pancakes, mom stands. She waits. She knows. He knows. We know. My nose. Broken bits of meth, time ticking. Needle pins drop the same on crack floors like they do my father's basement. Shh. Don't tell nobody. The daydream about the nightmare I've been forced to keep conscious, close coming without any introduction. You just visualized that most monsters come in the flesh. Sheets never rub my brown skin this way before standing in death. Did you hear me? I said I was suffocating. 96. Mamas, moved in silence, awaken to your hell when your worst nightmare and your worst enemy becomes half of you. You begin to question your existence. My friend Naja says, how long does it take for your entire life to 360? Well, for me, it took 2 minutes and a pain my mother never tared before. Dear God, I've been trying to send my prayers up to you, wrapped up in brown envelopes, getting high of your existence while low on my own. Father figures for fathers. I found them in toy men. Little boys were often more curious than me. 6-year-olds aren't supposed to position like this. Daddy, I guess I'm paying the price for the mistake you never finished. Dark corners and spread linen mesh like a blanket of fire beneath my mother's belly. You gave her more than you bargained for, leaving back bio because boys become babies bellowing for vagina. It's funny how my soul never escaped my first existence. I am a metaphor of blues. If you ask her if she remembers the moment before her entire life changed, she won't know if you're talking about that night or the moment she first looked in my eyes. I had to see my father as human in order to see myself. Most monsters acute to this disease. I used to see them as animalistic, personifying the human to the animal when the animal is not the beast. I watched my insides crawl outside of my body. Depression held me like a crazy best friend, a therapist who matches my mental to a test. I tell her. She releases me at times to remind me of the person I will never see in the mirror again. She says that I am above my father. But how can you be above something that is inside of you? I guess my father and me are alike, because we both never learned the word no until it was too late. Caught in locker rooms, I let the devil sweat on my body. He let the devil sweat inside his body. So even when another man came to make up for his absence, his emptiness couldn't escape me. I was conceived out of darkness. So it's no wonder why this black hole still eating at my flesh. Still questioning whether I should be alive or not. I had never wanted to kill myself more than the moment I can't give back. It's all started to make sense. Curiosity caught cousins by the tongue, and my mother was never good at math. So she explained the story 3 different ways. And last names never added up at the end of every line. There was always an add-on in a family of 8. I was always your +1. And what's truly ironic, Mom, is that even after you bared your soul for sympathy, you never asked me how it feels to have a father who's a rapist. Dead. I feel dead. The one question still persists. I held you like God in the pit of my conscience, and you don't just drop God when he doesn't picture perfect. So, Dad, is it wrong if I still love you?